Saquon Barkley is questionable and still injured, and it's a very concerning thing if you haven't got rid of him already, because selling him is really difficult right now. Deshaun Watson's out multiple weeks according to a recent report as of just a little bit ago. So this is breaking news here. Deshaun Watson out multiple weeks with what appears to be a contusion inside the rotator cuff. So this is bad news for everybody that has a connection to Deshaun Watson. So Amari Cooper, the entire run game, the defense even. So that's horrible news. The Fantasy Football Show, lots of news to go over. Breaking news edition begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
Lots of news to discuss today. I mean, this is just it's crazy. We've got the screen littered with news. Some of it's pretty good though. You know, there's not a whole lot of horrible stuff going on. By the way, before we continue, Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. They're matching your first deposit, doubling your first deposit up to $500 still. I just confirmed with them a few minutes ago. They said, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling using code Smitty or the link that I'm about to drop in the live chat right this very second. That link right there. I'm going to pin it right now. That link will get you double your first deposit up to $500. Eventually, it'll go back to $1, so make sure you click it now. Even if we're going to draft tonight. Tonight's draft night. Tonight is draft night. We're drafting tonight on the show. Graveyard shift, ladies and gentlemen. We're drafting tonight. And if you don't use that code now, the link now, I'm pinning it in the live chat right now, you won't have the double your deposit up to 500 bills. Not to mention, when we go live, you won't be ready and be able to jump in the draft. So get ready for tonight's draft sesh, because we're drafted for week number 6 only fantasy contest, and it's gonna. But anyway, they have this higher low. The higher lows are phenomenal. This spooky higher low right here. Scary Terry McLaurin for Halloween month. Higher, it's a boost. Higher than 53.5 or lower. You can pick either one. This is a boost that'll be a fantastic one to include in your little fivesome of higher low picks. So go do your pick'ems for week number 6. We hit all 4 of the picks last night that we showcased here. All 4 of them. The Kelsey over yardage, the Mahomes over rushing, the Pacheco over total yards, and what was the other one? The interception over. All he needed was one pick. Hit the over on the Russell Wilson INT. That was easy. That was like taking candy from a baby. So we hit all 4 for 4 last night. That was fantastic. Let's go ahead and roll it into the weekend. All right, on to the news. Let's start off again with the Deshaun Watson news, because that is the breaking news that just happened. At least the update just happened on this, that it could be multiple weeks with it looks like here's the report. Watson is dealing with a strain-like deep contusion in the rotator cuff. It only adds to more confusion to the situation where Watson has been medically cleared but isn't practicing or playing. It also, look, this is just a horrible situation. Deshaun Watson, as we talked about all offseason long, is probably the worst trade and biggest contract mistake in the history of the NFL. Could he somehow, some way rebound his career? Maybe. But this guy made a mess out of contracts for quarterbacks and really all players and for all teams, getting that guaranteed $230 million contract. The surrounding mess and drama that came with him, the insane amount of draft capital given up to take on that horrible contract, and now Deshaun Watson is looking just like an absolute bust right now. Multiple weeks. We'll see if he ever rebounds. They certainly have to ride this wave, because they paid the price for it. It has to work for them. And Cleveland, where Cleveland made their worst mistake ever, was not bringing in DeAndre Hopkins doing whatever they had to do to bring him in, overpay him, double down on this Deshaun Watson situation by bringing in a familiar face that could help Deshaun Watson stay afloat and help the Cleveland Browns prove that it wasn't a mistake, prove that it was capable of making this team a winning team. This trade, this awful contract, this trade. What did they do? They completely screwed the pooch. They didn't make the right move. They let DeAndre Hopkins go to Tennessee, where he's going to maybe rebound a little bit after this last week, but it's not a great situation for him. This was a huge mistake. Cleveland messed up big time because that was their potential saving grace. Now the guy, we don't even know what the guy wants to do. Medically cleared, doesn't want to play, refuses to come back. He's going to miss multiple weeks. He's got a contusion in the rotator cuff. What's going on? But freak out about Amari Cooper, freak out about the running game, freak out about the defense probably getting worn down. I don't know if Amari Cooper is a total sit right now, Kenneth. It depends on what you're dealing with. By the way, first in the building tonight was Melvin Torres, by the way, and Joe Vang, Sam, Ron Navy, Kyle, Fitness, Superfly, G Money, Texas Red. Appreciate you, Avery, all you guys coming in. First super chatter of the night is Ron Navy with the $20 hauler. Appreciate Ron Navy. Let me get the news in, then we're going to come back for these super chats. But standing ovation for the first super chat of the day. And then I'm going to owe you a workout because every time a $20 hauler drops, Smitty does a little pump. And today's pull-ups, I'm mixing it up. I'm not just going to do all curls, and I'm doing pull-ups today. I'm giving my biceps some time to rest, my tries some time to rest, my shoulders some time to rest, and we're going to do some natural pull-ups with my own body weight. And I don't know, maybe we'll do 5, and then eventually we'll probably get down to like 1 or 2 per, because I don't know how my arms are going to hold up. Pull-ups are really, really hard. All right, let's get into this news. So Deshaun Watson. Next piece of news is Zay. Let's go over the Zay Jones stuff right here. Zay Jones is out for week number 6, which means that Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk could be headed to the moon.
To the moon.
To the straight moon. They go on a shuttle. Get them going. Ridley season in full effect. Everybody doubting Ridley. Smitty, do I bench Ridley for a wide receiver 3 or 4? Hey, Smitty, am I flex? Am I playing Ridley? Or am I playing the player I just picked up off the waiver wire, Smitty? That's what we heard all week heading into week 5. Ridley made that look pretty silly, didn't he? All this talk about Ridley unraveling and he's not a wide receiver 1. This is a wide receiver 1 in fantasy. He's the wide receiver 1 in Jacksonville. Kirk is still fantastic. He's a great play. He's still getting a lot of volume. He's probably one of the better fed wide receiver 2s. So get Kirk and Ridley in your lineup. Don't question it. Don't think about it twice. Just plug them in, do it live, and just, be grateful that you've got Law Dog potentially back on course. I know everybody's upset about Law Dog. He's looking fine. The offense is humming. The running game is humming. ETN to the moon. Bigsby stash and wait sleeping giant. We hope he never gets used. I hope my sleeping giant fails. I hope Bigsby, the sleeping giant call that I keep talking about every week, fails. I hope he doesn't see the light of day because ETN to the freaking moon. We love ETN. I wanted everybody to understand the divide and difference between those two statements because they 100% can coexist. ETN to the moon. Hope my bold prediction of Bigsby winning leagues has no weight and falls flat. But you need to own the 2 of them. If you cut Bigsby and you own ETN, shame on you. Wrong button. Take a lap. Zay Jones out. Great news for anybody that owns the man known as Calvin Ridley or Kirk. Okay, this one right here this makes me smile. Chris Olave was removed from the Week 6 injury report and will play against the Texans. Not that we had doubt he wouldn't play, but constant, hey, what are we doing with Olave? What are we doing with Olave? I'll tell you. I'll show you what you're doing with Olave.
A top 5 wide receiver hides among the people. His cost of entry is near illegal. Few see him coming. Many stay away. His name is Chris Olave.
You plug him in and you thank him later, okay? He's going to go to the moon. He's had little hiccups here and there, but he's had a really decent year. Everyone keeps acting like he's fallen off the face of the earth. Tony Pollard upgraded to full participant in practice. Okay, that's very, very, very good news. Very, very good news. Tony Pollard season is in full effect. Get him going. Let him ride. Saquon Barkley questionable for week number 6. Now let's sit on this for a minute. Let me move this over on Barkley. Let's sit on this for a minute and talk about it. You own this guy. What are you going to do? You own this guy. What are you going to do? Where are you headed from here? You got to get rid of him. No one's biting. You can't get rid of him. Nobody wants him. Well, there are plenty of wide receivers that are very doubted right now in fantasy football. Like, for example, CeeDee Lamb. Like, for example, Devontae Smith. There are panicked Peters everywhere that don't have RBs that would be grateful to take on the Barkley risk. And if you can't find a way to send out 10, 15 offers to try and get this done, that's on you. Because you're never going to make one trade out of 4 or 3 or 2 offers. Because the odds of landing a good trade that's remarkably in your favor, because I'm not here to make even Steven deals. I'm not here to make both sides completely happy. I'm here to make a perceived, maybe doable trade on the other side of the fence turn into a master, insane, great maneuver that helps you win a league trade. That's what I'm here to help you do. Not even Steven stuff where you both hug it out at the end and you both win. I'm not there to help you break even. I'm there to help you crush your trade. And if we're going out and sending out offers for Devontae Smith, for Debo and something, for Waddle and something, for CeeDee Lamb, then you're going to get rejections along the way. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing in my comments over and over, Smitty, no one's trading for Eckler, when we talked about it like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Every week we got closer to Eckler returning, especially walking into his final week off, the bye week. I heard nothing but, well, Eckler's coming back in 1 week. I love how you think he's attainable. He is attainable. I see it every single day. I also see a lot of doubting Donnies that don't take the time, the lazy Lewis, who doesn't go into his league management software and offer 15 trades a day. If you're offering one trade, and I tell you this pretty accurately, I think, that it takes about 10 offers to get a deal done if you're offering pretty decent deals for yourself. Maybe 15, sometimes 20. Sometimes it takes 20, 25 offers, depending how aggressive you are to win the trade. 20, 25 offers before you ever get somebody to accept a trade. That is a low percentage. That is a low percentage. You're talking about like less than 5% chance that you're going to get a trade done every time you send out a wave of offers. So don't come and say no one's doing these deals. Saquon Barkley, if you get crafty, you can go across position and trade him away. There are so many teams that need RBs. They'll take a chance on Barkley. And I probably would recommend that they do. If somebody came to me with no running backs, I might say, you know what, I hate to tell you this, but go after Najee, go after Barkley, go after Stevenson. Because you're in a position where you need a swing, a home run. You need a miracle. And those are miracle comeback players, because I don't believe in Najee right now. I don't believe Barkley is necessarily going to be healthy for a little while. It's not that I don't believe in Barkley. In the offseason, and just so we're going to hear a lot of people come back around in a couple months and go, oh, you're talking about how to avoid Barkley. Now you're talking about Barkley in the offseason. You really don't pay attention, do you? You non-pay attention, pay attention person. You don't, because it's all situation and vantage points. Barkley right now is injured. He's got the high ankle. He's in a bad offense. He's in an offense that has a vulturing quarterback. You don't know what you're getting. There's a lot of reasons why Barkley isn't attractive right now. But in the offseason will be one of the most talked about players on this channel, because where could he go in free agency? It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun to talk about. It's going to be glory once the offseason comes, because we have so much fun in the offseason. Not that we're not having a blast right now, but we love the news cycle in the offseason. It's exciting. It's the most exciting part of the year. I'm not afraid to admit or tell you guys that I love the offseason more than I love this moment here right now. I just do. I love the news, the rumors, the speculation. No one knows what's going to happen. The free agency kicks off. The NFL draft kicks off. Then all the potential predictions for months and months. I love that more than anything. And we will be talking about this, man. But for right now, only people that have no RBs am I saying go get Barkley. Only people that have no RBs am I saying go get Stevenson. Only people that don't have RBs am I saying go get Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. I'm getting rid of Barkley, and I'm doing it live. I appreciate you all being in here. File on and hit that thumb up button. 450 of you in here, 62 thumbs up. Those are rookie numbers. Pump those numbers up. Appreciate you all. So Barkley off the books here. Zay off the books. Watson off the books. This one right here is definitely one we need to discuss right here, right now. These three players. Khalil Herbert, okay, he's on IR. They waited till now to do it. Khalil Herbert goes on IR. He misses the next 4 games. Now, you would think, oh, God, this is amazing. We've been talking Roshan up, and Roshan, just like the crappy luck that we have with this whole situation. Roshan Johnson, concussion, will not play week 6. He had a lot of time to recover. He played on Thursday, went through all the way to Sunday, then went all the way through to Sunday. Had like 10 days to, or will have 10 days to recover some total, and he didn't get cleared in time. However, even though that's the case, and this is a great start for this weekend, Deontay Foreman, not a great start, but a great fill-in if you're desperate. Go check your waiver wire, make sure Deontay Foreman is available. He's expected to start for the Bears against the Vikings. Pretty decent little game for him, I think. But if he doesn't like explode, we're going to see Roshan come in and start 3 straight games. Roshan season will be here. Super excited about that. So, we're rooting for Deontay Foreman to have a nice little game. We are, because we want the Bears to do well and everything. But we are absolutely 100% ready for Roshan season. And he'll have 3 straight weeks to go ball out. And when Khalil Herbert comes back, look at Barkley. Maybe he's slow moving. Maybe he doesn't even return after 4 weeks. Or he returns but isn't really ready. He's questionable. And they limit him for 2 or 3 weeks. Roshan could literally have 4, 5, 6 games. Assuming Deontay Foreman doesn't go out and just go bonkers. But he's also, older, injury prone. There's reasons to think that's not going to worry me later. Chris Olave, we talked about Chris Olave being removed from the injury report. That's fantastic news. DK Metcalf has been removed from the injury report. That is fantastic news. Devontae Adams has been removed from the injury report. That's great news if you have D. Adams. This one right here, Hollywood Brown, listed as questionable. Michael Wilson might be a great play if you need a spot start. You've been hit with injuries, bye weeks, etc., etc. Jordan Addison's been removed from the injury report. That's great news if you have Addison. You're going to want to play him this week with JJ out. Gibbs will not play week 6. That continues to get worse. He's still a hold. He could still not play a single game or do anything of significant note whatsoever. And then comes in week 10 and blows up 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Even if he just started week 10, or not started, but started to get going in a Devon Achane and Mostert sort of fashion, which is still very possible. Even if that didn't happen until week 10, that is still 8 weeks that he could come in and explode. So he's a hold. He's disappointing. He's now a Zach Charbonnet, essentially. But he can win a league if the cards fall a certain way. Laporta, questionable for week number 6, but he did say out of his own mouth, I plan to play. Okay, so that's great. That's great news. Laporta plans to play. Know that. Don't think he's not trying. And if there's a setback, I'll let you know. But for right now, Laporta, put him in your lineup and expect him to play from his own mouth. Concussion, questionable. Tank Dell, keep you posted on that one. These concussions and injuries are just crazy. Jeff Wilson Jr., we thought his return would potentially spark some sort of, savior moment for you if you're sitting there with Achane and you're like, okay, I got Jeff Wilson for 4 weeks. Apparently not. Fingers, ribs, doubtful. And even if he was to play, they said he had been on a very big pitch count. So even next week, he could be on a pitch count. So I don't know that I would trust him at all. Those are that's the news. Now it's time. Hit that thumb up button. 93 thumbs up with 500 people in here. That is... Let's pump those numbers up a little bit, and let's hit these super chats. Appreciate everybody. Ron Navy with the first super chat of the day. We gave him a standing O. Now, Friday the 13th, bad day. Now we need to do a pump. And I told you guys before, I'm going to mix it up now. Now we're doing pull-ups. I'm going to do 5.
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
Man, this is going to be hard. I might have to like slow down to like 2 or 3. Pull-ups are tough. Pull-ups are tough. Let's see here. Jeez. Pull-ups are tough. Smitty, trade Wilson for Pacheco. Trade Wilson for Pacheco. Wilson who, bro? I assume it's Garrett Wilson. I'd rather have Garrett Wilson right now. Also traded Bijan for Jacobs and Waddle. I don't like that. I was 1 of 4. How'd I do? I wouldn't have traded Bijan. I don't like Jacobs, bro. I talk about that all the freaking time. All the freaking time. Not a bad day. It's a great day. This is Irish Italian Raider fan was born. Oh, Daniel. Happy birthday, Daniel. Appreciate you. Wow, Smitty, go all the way down. I mean, bro, I'm going all the way down. I'm like this. Give me a break. Give me a break, bro. Okay, appreciate you, Heat, with the $5 hauler. I definitely don't love the Bijan trade. I like the Pacheco one. That's okay, but I'm not trading Bijan right before he gets going. That's going to be disappointing if he does. You're going to be so upset at yourself. But, you know, I do like Waddle. I would flip Jacobs. You can still turn this into a great trade if you traded Jacobs for JT or something like that. How can I flip Aaron Jones, Pickens, and Kirk? Bijan. Bijan, JT, and something. Otherwise, I don't know that I trade Aaron Jones. I like Aaron Jones. Eckler. If you could trade all that for Eckler. Past that, I don't... Jamar Chase. Past that, I'm not trading that package. I think Aaron Jones is a very, very nice player moving forward. Trying to find some buy lows. Buy lows, we got a buy low list right here that we reference all the time. Pollard back off the injury report. Devontae Smith, Swift, Amon-Ra, Aaron Jones. Kelsey's no longer a buy low anymore. He went off and had an explosion day. So that one's off the board. Or should we just put like a check mark or something by it? I don't necessarily want to remove it. I want to celebrate it. I want to say, hey, look what we did. Look what we did, Mom. Let me put a little check mark by him. So that one's off the table. You can't get that one anymore. Bijan buy low, Ayuk buy low, Debo buy low, Waddle, AR5 buy low, HM buy low, JT buy low, Olave, Pollard, Lamb. These are all fantastic buy lows, my broski. Those are the ones I would target. Appreciate you very much for the super chat. Not Quani. Uncle Philly says short bench, no IR. Is it safe to drop Khalil Herbert for Kendre Miller? I don't know why you would. Like, Kendre Miller's okay. I do like him, but probably for now. But I would look to maybe swing back around and cuff that again once Khalil Herbert's ready to come back. $10 hauler from Sick. If you got short benches, I imagine there's a better player available for you, though. You know? I'm 2 and 3. I got offered Debo and Achane for my Pacheco and Javonte. I'd take Debo and Achane in a millisecond, bro. Millisecond.
You've just been Smitty.
Like, easiest question I've been asked all day. Really easy. $5 hauler from Devar. Yo, Smitty. Down bad. Got T-Log, Garrett Wilson, Lockett, Barkley, Pacheco, Schultz, McLaurin. Okay. Let me lower my mic volume just a tad. I feel like we're a little high. I feel like we're a little hot. Is that better? I think that's not redlining out as much. Okay. Lockett, Barkley, Pacheco, McLaurin, Gibbs, McLaughlin, Love, Roshan. Yeah, JJ and Art. You got to trade JJ, bro. I mean, you got to trade JJ. Go after those buy lows I just showed. This list right here. Just start knocking them off. One offer at a time. You know, Bijan straight up, of course. Aaron Jones maybe straight up. Amon-Ra straight up. Devontae Smith and something. Pollard straight up. Lamb and something. Achane and one of these guys. Achane and a smaller of the wide receivers. Achane and Waddle. Achane and Debo. Achane. Like, that's how you get rid of JJ. You got to get rid of JJ. And then I looked up Trey Barkley for an Aaron Jones or a JT, some kind of deal in that variety. Then you got 2 trades that got your team back on track. $20 hauler from my boy, Josh.
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm going to hit the fireplace. All right, here we go. We're going to stop at 2. I'm not going to be able to move my arms if I do more than 2 and I keep rolling with that. Good God, the pull-ups are so hard. The body weight is so hard to pull up. Your boy's feeling like, I need to do one more.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Honestly, don't know if I'm going to be able to continue to do 3 though. And if anybody thinks that's weak, you go try doing 5 pull-ups and then wait like 2 to 3 minutes. And then I want to see you go two more, and let's see if you can even pull your body up. Pull-ups are absolutely impossible to continue to do like that at a fast rate. It's so hard. It's the hardest workout. Standard 12 team. Would you trade Mixon and Lockett for Ramondre and CeeDee Lamb? I would trade Mixon and Lockett for Lamb. So you get Ramondre, that shot in the dark. Absolutely, bro. 10 burpees. I might have to resort to burpees next time. I think I might. Thank you for your super chat. Josh at the moon. This one here from Sizzle. Would you trade Brian Robinson for Christian Watson? If I like winning, I do. Go get Christian Watson, my guy. $2 hauler, trade Garrett Wilson and Keontae Ingram for Ridley. If you like winning, go get Ridley, my guy.
You've just been Smitty approved.
I mean, that's one of the easier questions too. I love Garrett Wilson, but come on, man, Ridley to the moon, especially after the monologue here talking about Ridley going to the moon. $5 hauler from Matthew. 10-man. 10-man, what does it say? 10-man PPR, Stafford, Kyron, Rashad White, Pierce, Javonte Ford, Ridley, Addison, Nakua, Kelsey. Would you trade Kelsey for Eckler and Hawkinson? If you like winning.
You've just been Smitty approved.
That's probably takes over as the easiest trade question I've gotten for the day. Absolutely. Look, Hawkinson's close enough that you're getting Eckler, bro. I draft Eckler over Kelsey. So going forward, bye week free, back healthy, $10 hauler from Kilpatrick, traded in a dynasty, got Amon-Ra, the sun god, for my first next year, and Sharby. My team is Fields, Howell, Amon-Ra. I don't mind that at all. As long as you feel like you're not going to be the top 1, 2, or 3 overall pick, that's a great move. And even if you weren't number 1, like let's say you were 3, you could argue St. Brown over the 3rd overall pick. You know, I'd rather have the 1 overall pick because I love the 1.1 in a rookie draft almost always. I got offered Burrow and Waddle for Fields and Dell. Burrow and Waddle for Fields and Dell. I'd take Burrow and Waddle. You're 2 and 3. Smash. Burrow and Waddle.
You've just been Smitty approved.
That one's easy. Easy peasy, broski. I just got offered Burrow and Waddle. Okay. I think I got a couple $20 haulers. Let me get them on the screen here and get those out and in the forefront here. We got Robert Mitchell with the $20 hauler. We got Rick Moore with the $20 hauler. Oh, good Lord. Okay, let's go do Rick Moore's question first. Thank you for your... I just got offered Burrow. Yeah, Burrow. QB is T-Law. You might have to move T-Law. If he has a good week, you want to try and trade T-Law. Hey, Smitty, skip the pull-ups Flex KJ Osborne. I'm playing Addison or Tajay Spears. Addison to, okay, so flex KJ. I probably flex KJ. I think Spears is interesting, but it's a tough matchup. So I'd say Spears this week on the bench, but let's monitor Spears. Hit that thumb up button, guys. 153. We got 507 people in here. I'm going Osborne here. Look, you're hedging a little bit, but you're also maybe going to get good points from both Addison and Osborne. They're going to be throwing a lot, trying to just, get back into the game. I don't think they'll be winning. You say don't do my pull-ups. I don't think so. Not on my watch.
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate you. This one is from Robert. Robert says, 20 squats, Smitty. Let's hit it. Legs are important. I don't need to do legs. Believe me. Okay? I know everybody keeps saying, Smitty, you're going to have small legs. I'll tell you something. Okay? Your boy Smitty doesn't have small legs. We got calves for days. We run. I'll be fine. I'm not doing legs today. I'm doing pull-ups.
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
Jeez. These pull-ups are hard. My body is like giving out. This is worse than doing the curls by 100,000 miles. I can't even do it. I'm watching the replay. I'm about 10-second delay, and I see myself just trying that third one. Weighted pull-ups. I might have to put a stool in front of my leg. That's a good way to do it, though. If anybody is thinking that's a joke, that's actually a really, really solid way to continue out a set. Rick, appreciate you for your super chat. Robert, appreciate your $20 hauler. All right, back on track here. This one's from Trone Force. Think we got a Lego Batman sighting. Lego Batman with the $20 hauler. Lego, appreciate you coming in. Whoops, I didn't mean to take that one away. Lego, appreciate you coming in and dropping the wad on screen. Lego gets a little pump action. Where's my $20 hauler?
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
Jeez. Those are hard, man. And pull-ups are the most, frustrating. They're just so tiring. They're draining. Traded Dobbs for James Cook, and then James Cook for Keontae, and Keontae for Debo. Win, win, win.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Unbelievable. Don't worry about the calves or the legs. I don't need my legs any bigger. I run a lot, so I don't need that. 10 team. This is from Bryson. 10 team. Burrow. I'll do some squats. Everybody could use some definition, but we're here to pump up the upper body in the channel. $10 hauler. Appreciate you.
To the moon.
Thank you very much. PPR 10-man 3 and 2. Burrow, Eckler, Pollard, Hall, Olave, Ridley. Look, that's a really good squad, man. Unbelievable. JJ Achan. Whew. Spears, DeMarco. This got to be, yeah, it's a 10-man. I'm trading JJ away. Maybe not. Maybe you survive. I think I trade JJ away and I go get one of them wide receivers, my boy. Go buy low. Go get Bijan on the cheap. Go figure it out. I think Achane, I'd probably go wide receiver. Get that wide receiver. Addison's not bad, but I would love to get one of those Ridley, Olave, Cooper Kupp even. Give up. You could maybe even give up JJ and Addison for Cooper Kupp. Bryson. I'd do that trade in a heartbeat. That's a creative one too, bro. That's a real creative one. All right. Knuckles that are easier. Yeah, I don't have... I mean, I can do it on one side of the bar, but I have one that's like this. It's easier to use it like that. Laporta is out for the 4 p.m. slate. Is out in the 4 p.m. slate. Would you pivot to Ertz? No, because Laporta says he's going to play. Superfish. I mean, could he have a setback? Maybe. But he does say he's going to play. Trone Force, appreciate you again. I would do I love both those trades. You did fantastic. Great job on those. MVP, appreciate you. Smitty to the moon, traded Barkley and Goddard and Roshan. For Goddard and Roshan. That's not a... BJJ, you should have brought this to us. Trading Barkley is advised, but I don't know that I love that particular move. Like Goddard and Roshan could get there. Like this could end up being very, very good for you, but you don't buy Roshan yet at that value. So fair market value wise, you gave up way too much. But could it work out at the end of the day? It could. So like don't feel like it can't, but you would have got more if you requested more. Start DJ Moore. Thank you for the super chat. Start DJ Moore, bad weather, or Ayuk versus Cleveland. We have to wait on we got to wait on that. I don't think I'm sitting DJ Moore though. But I do. It's not that I don't want you to find a way to start Ayuk. Evan Ingram. We'll hit that tomorrow when we got a little bit more like weather updates type stuff. Evan Ingram over or to the moon. First TD incoming, Smitty. Thomas, appreciate your super chat. This one here is from Caps for Life, $10 hauler. You get a moonshot, my guy. Appreciate you very much. 14-team PPR. Need to DeMarcado, Foreman, or Palmer. I would go DeMarcado and Foreman. I think DeMarcado is still the better running back. Ingram, I don't understand this whole depth chart thing, and maybe I'm going to be wrong on it, but I have a feeling it's a ruse. You know, like DeMarcado, they still trust. They've been using significantly. Sorry for the bummer. Was just diagnosed with lupus. Just looking for some good vibes alone and very sad. Appreciate you. Standing ovation for you. You've got this. Your family's here for you. We're here every single day, Monday through Friday. I'm live on Saturdays, every single Saturday. I'm live every single Sunday. So I'm live every single day. So we're here for you every single day. Throw some prayer emojis up for standing up, and you got this. Appreciate you very much. You always have your fam here. 12-team, 5.5 PPR, 3 wide receivers, Hill, Keenan, Ridley. Okay, there you go. Those are your guys. Week in and week out. Running backs are Mostert, Pacheco. Okay, bench, Roshan, Terry. Trade Ridley for Pollard or Ridley for Terry plus Pollard. I would trade Terry. I would trade Ridley for Terry. I'd trade Ridley for Pollard. I would. And I'd also give up Scary Terry if I had to. I would just draft him higher. But I do love Ridley. But I do think Pollard is still more valuable. But I think that's debatable, and it could be week to week. I hate to say that because that makes it sound like a fickle answer, but the truth is they're very, very close, and they're going to be volatile. You know, like if T-Law bounces back, all of a sudden Ridley is literally a top, 7 wide receiver. And I think T-Law is showing signs of bouncing fully back. And if he doesn't and he falls into a little dip again, then Pollard moves, clear above him. So it is a volatile situation. 12-man PPR 4-1. You're the man. Thoughts on trading Kyren plus Pierce plus Charbonnet for Pierce and Charbonnet? I would not do that. No way at all. There's no way I'm trading Kyren that low. You need to respect Kyren and why you're 4-1 because of Kyren. Don't start doubting his value. Way underselling him. Smitty totally. I got Bijan, Algier, and Musgrave for Kenneth Walker Sharps. and London. Look, I don't think you need to take a lap, but I just want everyone to know how good Walker is. And when I say things like Bigsby could be league winning, Charbonnet could be league winning, Roschon could be league winning, like those, there's certain components and variables that need to play out for that to happen. And no one is saying Kenneth Walker is going to fail or lose his job, or it's just, if he does, Charbonnet is so talented in the offense, trusts him so much in the offense, can score touchdowns. We're seeing that with Kenneth Walker. It just makes it for like an argument, like Walker, bye week free, bye weeks out of the way over Bijan. It's very possible Walker's better than Bijan all year long. But if Bijan gets fed properly, no one can score like him. He would be the best running back in the National Football League. Him and McCaffrey would be equals if they just fed him properly. The question is, the $1 million question is, will they start feeding him 18 to 22 carries a game and 4 to 5 receptions a game? If they do, he will absolutely explode. If they don't, he won't. He'll continue to do what he's doing, a lot with a little, and still looking amazing, but not getting all the value. So this is a I'm torn between two worlds here. Walker's got the bye week out of the way, and he's safer. Bijan's got way more upside, but he's riskier. I don't really know that there's a true answer. I think that there's pros and cons to both sides, and no one really won yet, but they both are fantastic sides to be on. Smitty, appreciate the work. PPR, dropped McLaughlin and grabbed Foreman, rolling for four-headed monster. Wait, hold on. Rolling four-headed Mostert in K9, Kyron. I think you mean monster. Four-headed Mostert. I like that. K9, Kyron, DeMarcado, and Foreman. I don't mind that. I think that can do pretty well for you this week, Thomas. I think that's pretty good. I hope DeMarcado does prove to be very valuable. $10 hauler from my boy Sean. Thank you again for the super chats. Especially the one that, what did we just have? Was that Thomas? Who was that? Thomas? Let me pull that back up. Thomas. Thank you, Thomas, for the repetitive super chats. You are the man, the myth, the legend, the man known as Thomas. We have a couple Thomases in here. Sean, appreciate you. Full PPR. Team is Fields, Ridley, Addison, Bijan, Etienne, Laporta, Brees, Hall, benches, Garrett Wilson, Watson, Love, JSN, Tank. Got offered St. Brown, T-Law, Sutton for Fields and Addison. Boy. Etienne, Laporta, Bijan. You got a pretty good team. Brees Hall, Ridley, St. Brown. I'd probably take T-Law and St. Brown and just bank on T-Law. But boy, that chat, would you rather have Fields or St. Brown and T-Law? There's a little bit more to the trade, but like, I'd bank on T-Law. I would, because St. Brown's an amazing addition. Should I offer DJ Moore for Aaron Jones and Evans? Yes, I would take, as much as I love DJ Moore, I'd take Aaron Jones and Evans in a heartbeat, in a millisecond, in a just a fraction of a second. No ifs, ands, or buts, no equivocation, no stuttering, no dragging my feet. I'd smash it. And Evans is full go this week. No training wheels, no snap count, it sounds like. Trade away JJ for Barkley. No, I go after somebody else, but I guess if push comes to shove, Barkley and something, but Barkley's injured right now. The way I would approach this, DJ Meat Missile, is the person selling Barkley, you say, look, Barkley's not going to probably play this week, and he'll be hampered and limited the next week, maybe even the next week. So what if, let's say, JJ comes back after 4 weeks, and Barkley plays, one more full go game than JJ? He's got to give you something significant, not even something small. But no, I don't like that trade. I would argue that whole point to him. Pierce, Rashad White, or Chuba, pick two, Smitty. Probably Pierce, and I don't know if I trust Chuba Hubbard, man. It's not a bad play. I think it's between Pierce and Chuba or Pierce and White. I'd probably go Rashad White if it's me, but very, very, very close. And I think you need to trust your gut on that one, because I'm almost indifferent in forcing an answer. Xavier, a league mate, dropped James Conner. Is he worth picking up and waiting? Absolutely. Put him on IR for sure if you can. If not, you still hold him. He's definitely worth grabbing, if not just for trade purposes. Once he gets back in the lineup, you could trade him with something and upgrade significantly, a wide receiver. 2 and 3 PPR, Fields, Cousins, Diggs. DJ Moore, Hall, Watson, like the team. Swift, great job. Thinking of offering Diggs for Bijan and Olave. I bet you are. I bet you are thinking about offering that. I would take that in a heartbeat. They're probably going to want something back, or they're going to say no, but it doesn't hurt to try. And if they wanted something back, I wouldn't be scared off from sending like a Sanders, you know. But definitely, if you get that done, you are the magician of the day. Frags with the super chat here. Full PPR have Christian Watson, Ridley, and Evans. Which two should I start weekly? I mean, in general, it's Ridley and probably, I don't know. You got to trade one away. I think it's going to be Watson. But right now, I wouldn't blame you for putting Evans in there, given what Evans did at the beginning of the year, and it's supposed to be full go right now, and he's just, you know, such a strong play. But I think, like, we need to see Evans play one more time before we can say for sure that, you know, Watson shouldn't be in there. But, I mean, good God, man. That's a tough one. Because there's a bye week for the Packers, you have the luxury of letting this Evans situation play out 1 week, and then you'll have your answer, I think. So let's revisit. Running backs are Hall, Bijan, and Kamara. Fantastic little team there. I think you're gonna do pretty well with that, my guy. This one here is a $20 hauler from Lego. 14-team standard 6-point per TD pass. Trade T. Law and Garrett Wilson for Hurts. I would do that. I would do that. Go get Hurts. He's a difference maker. And thank you for the $20 hauler. Smitty approved the trade.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Hit the bat signal for Lego Batman. And Javonte kind of showed up. We'll take him off for now. We're still putting Devontae Smith here. Lego Batman, appreciate you. And here's your pull-ups. I think I'm rested a little bit. Maybe I can get 3 or 4 in.
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
That last one's hard because, like, I can't even get my chin to the bar. Thank you, Lego Batman, for dropping that super chat. You're amazing. You're amazing, Lego. I'm at the YouTube delay. I see the show, and I can see. I didn't do. That's not horrible form. I'm late to the Watson discussion. I had an injury like his. I could not open a car door or open a water bottle. I don't blame him for not playing, says Efren. Efren, I appreciate your super chat. He's medically cleared to play, though. I don't know, Efren. I think we differ on this one. I just think Watson is a disaster. I sense you're probably a Cleveland Browns fan, and I feel bad for you if you are, just because, like, you don't deserve this. The Cleveland Browns fan base doesn't deserve this. Would you start... Would I start... Who is this? I think that's Moss. Do I start Ma or Deontay Foreman this week? I'm going to start probably Moss, if that's Moss. If it's Ma, I'm not putting Ma in my lineup. I'm probably going Foreman. Appreciate you very much.
Leave it on the fields.
Just in time.
Fields of dreams.
Fields like making love.
Outstanding in his fields.
Feels so good.
Fields General.
My field's good. Uneven playing fields.
Battlefields tested.
Fields. He's for reals.
All right. I had to run to the door real quick, so I thought I'd play the longest video I could think of at the moment. All right, I had to let someone in. Would you start Moss or go Moss? I had the little one getting dropped off, and I had to run to the door. We got a food order coming too. Can I get got him 10-man PPR traded AJ Brown, Thomas, and Ross for JJ, CJ, and White. Also traded Olave, Andrews, and Brian Robinson for Lamb, Goddard, and Aaron Jones. Olave, Andrews, and Brian Robinson for Goddard, Lamb and Aaron Jones. I love that trade. 4-1. You're doing good. You're doing good moves. AJ Brown. I mean, yeah, I love that second one, bro. I love that second one. JJ's tough for me. I definitely would love to trade JJ away. I just don't know that I want to hold him. But you're 4-1. You made some good moves. You almost put yourself in a position. Thank you for the $10. You almost put yourself in a position to where you could definitely afford to wait on him a little more. So that's a good trade. Fantastic job. That second one was bonkers, bro. Justin Herbert and Puka for Brock Purdy and Bijan. I'd take Brock Purdy and Bijan, honestly. But that's arguable. I'm very curious what the chat thinks on that one. Drop, where's Indy? Indy's almost home. Miss Smitty's driving home with them right now. And I'll have Indy come in a second. 12-team PPR. Pick 2 running backs. Madison, Ramondre, Moss, Pierce, Chuba, Spears. I'd probably go Moss, and I would go maybe... I go Moss and Ramondre, I guess. I give Ramondre a shot here. I think Ramondre's still got a chance to kind of bounce back, but it's like it's cutting close. It's really, really close at this point. $10 hauler.
To the moon.
At some point, we're gonna have to let Ramondre go, but at the same time, it could flip. I feel like they could lean on him or something. Smitty 4-1, 10-team PPR. T-Law, Pollard, Swift, Ridley, Puka, Andrews, DJ Moore, Nico, benches, Burrow, Barkley. Want Barkley off the team. What trade? So Barkley is worth, so you got Ridley, Puka, Pollard, Swift. I'm just looking to make sure. Ridley, Puka, Pollard, Swift. Here you go. Here you go, broski. Amon-Ra, Aaron Jones. Achane and Debo, Achane and Waddle. Go to that Achane owner, my guy, and find out what wide receiver he could throw in. Achane and Lamb, obviously, you're going to have to throw something else in. Achane and Devonta Smith might have to throw something else in. Achane and Ayuk, I would do that for Barkley. Achane and Debo, I'd do that for Barkley. Achane and Christian Watson, I'd probably do that for Barkley. Just to give you a plethora of ideas. But thank you for the super chat, and those would be cakewalk moves for me. Easy. Slayer in the building. Slayer, appreciate you. Your rankings say Purdy over T-Law. I'll have to look at that. And are they tied, though? Are they tied, or are you talking about the weekly rankings? I'll have to look at that. And I could see that happening, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably the safe play. Like, if you ask me this question, it probably makes sense to say Purdy's safer than T-Law. T-Law's got higher upside. Purdy's got potentially tougher matchup situation for this week. But Purdy is pretty safe. So I think that makes sense from a safe standpoint. But would I start T-Law? I probably would this week. But it's a tough call. I don't think that's crazy. What is JJ's value? Thank you, Slayer. What is JJ's value at maybe looking to trade him? As I've mentioned all show long, I trade JJ for Achane and a piece, man. And you may not get some of these bigger pieces, so just work your way around the wheel, man. And just say, would I do Debo and Achane for JJ? Would I do Waddle and Achane for JJ? Would I do Devontae Smith and Achane for JJ and something? I definitely would. Just work your way around that wheel. Just refresh to that and just keep tossing out offer after offer, because I think there are amazing players to be had right now that won't be available next week. Bijan's one of them. JJ for Bijan. I've seen that done like 5 times today. Start 3. Garrett Wilson, Ridley, Waddle, Evans. Sit Garrett Wilson this week. You start the other 3. There's no real debate about it. But you might be able to have some trade power later if Garrett Wilson gets on his horse. Let's go. Let's go. Do it live. Phone calls. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Call into the Alex Soberon phone line until somebody drops a higher super chat than $139 for the month of October. He owns the phone line in terms of sponsorship. He is the sponsored phone line person of the month so far. Dial on in 30 seconds. Nobody's immune to 30 seconds. Even Marsmen can break in and get helped first. And even when the phone lines are down, if you've got a Marsman card, if you got one of these bad boys, you got a Marsman card, mine's beat up because I drop it against my desk over and over so you can hear that metal sound. There's only 11 of these in the world. Not true. I've got a backup right here. There are 11 card holders and then me. And if you have this when the phone lines are not open, you can still use it and get a 30-second phone call when the phone lines are closed. That's the advantage. And I'm going to talk to the Marsman crew. No one's going to get in the league. No one's going to get any of the extra perks, but we might create a 5 phone call card sell 5 cards. We might call them the Bijan card or something, and they get you that phone privilege as well, but nothing else. The Marsmen and Moonmen, those cards will never be sold again unless somebody leaves and we can replenish a spot. If somebody just, let's say, says, I'm out of here, I quit fantasy, give my Marsman card away, we will then have another spot open to try and fill. But we may have 5 phone call cards maybe drop soon. We'll stay tuned for that. Wes, you're live. You got 30 seconds. Go.
Quick question. I just got offered JJ, Najee, which I hate, for Gabe Davis, Connor, and Khalil, all on IR. Is that a win or a lose? Should I press the button or no?
Let me put that on the board real quick. Hold on. Okay, repeat that to me one more time.
So he's offering me Justin Jefferson and Najee. And he wants from me Connor, Khalil, and Gabe Davis. I have not Bijan. I got Brees. I got Alvin Kamara. But after that, I won't have really any running backs.
I mean, why are you even hesitating? Why are you even hesitating on this?
You know what? Because I don't know the extent of Justin Jefferson.
Who cares? Who cares?
So press the button.
Well, I mean, think about it, bro. Connor's injured and on IR. Khalil Herbert's injured and on IR. Gabe Davis is the only piece to this. And you're telling me you wouldn't take JJ alone for this lot, let alone he's giving you somebody you could maybe trade away, even a Najee, and you're not taking this? Like, this is the easiest trade offer I've ever seen this year, probably. I know I say that about everything, but sometimes they get worse and worse and worse. Bro, think about it. Think about what you could do with JJ in, let's say, a week's time from now when he's 3 weeks ready to come back. This is absolutely a slam dunk, home run, no-brainer, ridiculous, take a lap worthy that you didn't accept it yet, but take a victory lap after and pat yourself on the back for having a smash of a trade. They might.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that lap and press the button.
They might veto this, bro. You know?
Well, there's only one way to find out, and I'm gonna send a message if they do.
Yeah. All right. I almost feel like it's too greedy to even have Najee in here. They're gonna veto this trade. Yeah, hit that button, bro. All right, later. Appreciate you.
All right, cool. Appreciate it, man.
West to the moon. All right, Wes, appreciate you. Mike from Jersey, 30 seconds.
All right, boom, Smitty. I'm trying to pick up where I left off yesterday. I talked to you about Ramondre. I'm trying to figure out how to evaluate my team right now. I'm in a super flex, start 3 wide receiver team. Do you have Kenneth Walker as an RB1 and Ramondre as RB2 right now? Should I feel good about my running back?
I have Kenneth Walker as an RB1. He is RB1, and he's got the bye out of the way, bye week out of the way. But like Ramondre's not an RB2. He is a flex player. You hope returns to low end RB2 value, maybe higher if he returns. But he's not a running back 2. He's a flex play right now. He's a risky flex play right now. But there's hope. There's hope. I wouldn't get rid of him. I wouldn't cut him. I wouldn't just sell him for, dirt cheap.
Yeah. But quick question. So, because it's either I play him or Brian Robinson this week. But Brian Robinson is playing against the Falcons, and they haven't given up a single touchdown to running backs. So that's what I feel like Brian Robinson is the better player to play, but he has a bad matchup. And Ramondre's playing against the Raiders, and they give up, I think, like the 10th most fantasy points.
Yeah, I'm still starting Ramondre there. I think that's
over
okay.
Brian Robinson?
Yeah, Brian Robinson is not a running back 2 to me.
Okay.
I don't think he's a running back 2. Yeah. All right,
Appreciate
bro.
you.
All right, later. This is a 520 caller. 520. Where are you calling from? What's your name? 520. Hey, both of you turn down the show in the background. You're blaring something, either the show or something else in the background. Okay. Second, 520 caller. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, Theo from Illinois. Appreciate you calling in. What can I do for you, Theo? You're gonna have about 30 seconds once I hit the button here. So go, Theo. Get it all in because you're gonna get hung up on if you don't.
All right, yeah. I'm wondering if I should sell Brees and Drake London for Devon A-Chain and Puka.
Brees, Hall, and London for
Devon A-Chain and Puka.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, let's think about this logically. Are Puka and Hall arguable right now? Yes, they are. Are Achane and London arguable? Probably not. Even with Achane being out for 4 games, maybe even 5, let's say. Achane has been a top 5 running back when he's on the field. I as much as I love Brees Hall,
I have ETN and Pollard already.
Yeah, I smashed the hell out of this trade on the Achane and Puka side, and that's coming from a Brees Hall truther, so you know that's facts right there. All right, later, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Mitty.
Chris from New York, you're live. 30 seconds.
Hey, Smitty.
Yo.
Yeah, who would you start here? I'm starting Tyreek Hill for sure. Calvin Ridley. I'm on St. Brown. I just traded Jerome Ford for Nico Collins. Would I play him over Gabe Davis?
Nico over Davis.
Over Gabriel Davis.
Gabe Davis is at home. Gabe Davis is at home Sunday night. That's going to be a spotlight game. I like those for production and good fantasy greatness. And the Giants are cheeks, bro. It's in Buffalo. They're going to want to show out. They're going to want to score big. I like that play for Gabe Davis. Nico Collins is, where is he at? He's at home, right? He's at home against the Saints. Tougher matchup. Problem is,
Tank Dell's out.
Yeah, Tank Dell's not out yet, but Tank Dell's probably out. And it's good for Nico. These are both really good plays. I would say the Saints are.
I thought trading him for Collins was a good move.
It's a good move, and it's a tough play. Chad, are you going Gabe Davis on Sunday night against the Giants? Or you're going to go Nico Collins without Tank Dell against a tough New Orleans Saints situation? What are we doing there, Chad? Can we get a vote on this one? This one's tough. Are we buying Anthony Richardson even with him not returning for 8 weeks? It depends, Birdman. I definitely would, for sure. I mean, he's on the buy list. I keep showing. Absolutely love him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could sit Ridley for Nico Collins, or I'm out right St. Brown if he plays.
Guys, what are we doing? We going Nico solo without his sidekick to kind of rotate with him? Are we going with Justin? Oh, I thought there was Justin Jefferson. So Justin Watson's MRI revealed. Okay. What are we doing here? Gabe Davis, Nico. Still going Nico. Davis by just a little. Nico Collins. Nico has one of the worst matchups. Mechie, Nico. Probably go Nico, but it's a toss-up. Mechie. I don't know what Mechie's about here. I'd probably say... I could live to regret this, man. The reason I haven't hung up on you yet is because I want to make sure you get the good advice here, and I'm wavering on this one. I'll probably say Gabe Davis because it is a tough matchup and it's a tough play. I'd almost say everyone keeps saying Tank Dell is going to be out. I almost feel like that's worse. I almost feel like not having Tank Dell there is worse for Nico in this matchup because guess what they're going to do? Shut down Nico Collins. I could live to regret that statement. I could feel really bad, and I am. I'm going to think of you.
Well, I had Nico in, but I put Gabe in because I don't. He's been on fire. I hate to sit a guy, burning.
All right. Hey, appreciate you, Chris. Later.
Thank you.
Yep.
Later.
Jay, you got 30.
Smitty, I traded Garrett Wilson for Waddle. What do you think?
Wilson for Waddle. I like it.
Can I get a Smitty proof?
Yeah, Waddle's one of the better buy lows right now. Smitty proof.
Love it. All right, thanks, Bob.
All right, man. Appreciate you later. We got an area code of 250. He hung up. Yeah, we might be at a marker on this one. I got a whole pack here. Thanks to Vampy and whoever's been supplying me with the marker funds. And they drop those supers. They earmark them for markers, and I make sure I buy a pack right away. So I bought a fresh pack here off of the last earmark marker fund. Dial in if you guys want. 30-second phone calls here. We got 2 super chats. This one is from Charles. Would you trade Fields and Stevenson for Hurts in a millisecond? Go get Hurts. Do it live, Charles. I think I already answered that one too. Do it live. This one right here, I'll get to in 1 second. Let me. 619 caller. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Yo, this is Cameron.
Cameron?
Remember? Yeah, Cameron.
Pam or Pan? Pan or Pam?
Cam. C-A-M.
Cam. Okay.
All right.
Where are you calling from, Cameron?
Tennessee.
All right. What can I do for you?
All right. So I have a stacked lineup. It's a 12-man league. I got Olave. I got let's see. I got Olave. I got Cooper Kupp. I got I need to check. There you go. I got Herbs. I got hold on. AK, Kyron Williams, Mike Evans, Adam Thielen. I don't think I should trade any of those. I have Alexander Madison and Olave that I'm thinking about putting on the trade block. Who should I look for?
Bro, you're kind of going all over the place. I'll be honest. And for 30 seconds, it's hard to help you with that. Can you? Let's try one more time. 30 seconds. The question's got to be within the 30, bro, because I usually hang up right at the 30, and I wouldn't have been able to answer anything on that. So let's try one more time.
I got you. I'm sorry.
30. No, don't apologize for being you. All right, go. 30 seconds. Go.
Kyron Williams, Alvin Kamara, Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans.
Okay.
Adam Thielen. That's my starting lineup.
Yeah.
I have Alexander Madison and Olave that are on my bench.
Okay.
I want to trade them.
Yes.
Who am I looking to trade for?
So read your receivers one more time. I like Olave. I want him in your lineup. Who are your other receivers you said?
Mike Evans and Cooper Kupp and Adam Thielen.
Kupp. Okay, so why are you not starting Olave? You're starting Adam Thielen?
Yes.
I mean, I know he's been doing great, but you're really going to start Adam Thielen over Olave? I'm not. I'd trade Thielen high. If he's got you,
I'm a Saints fan. I'm a Saints fan. I can see the breakdown in connection. Like,
what do you mean?
Carr is hurt, bro.
I know. I know, but Olave still scored, and he's still having a great year. Like, and I realize I just can't sit Chris Olave. Not over Adam Thielen. I know Adam Thielen's playing really well, but I sell off that. If you're convinced that he's your starter over Olave, my guess is there are one or two owners that would trade for him on the even the medium. But I'm not sitting Olave. Let's ask the chat. Would you start? Okay, everyone's saying keep Olave, but would you start Thielen over Olave right now in this moment in time? I'm going to say hell no. Not just no, but hell no. And I know you say you're a Saints fan, you see the disconnect, but I'm a fantasy analyst and I watch every single game the same. I'm not scared or petrified. Not to mention, I feel like Carr's going to get healthier every single day. And not to mention, if Carr isn't, they'll pull him out and Winston is the air yardage master.
Yeah.
So there's no way. But if you're telling me you're convinced of this, I imagine Thielen's got decent trade value.
That's fine. I can trade Adam Thielen and Madison. I also have Javonte, Zach Moss, Najee, and Zeke.
Try Najee and Thielen for Waddle, or I know you don't want to necessarily go for another wide receiver, but Najee and Thielen for. I just don't know that there are a lot of. I mean, part of me wonders, can you trade Thielen for Stevenson? I say stay away from Stevenson in a lot of ways, but like he would be a potential good go get, and what if he bounced back? Other RBs include, guys, throw out some ideas for RBs. Achane. Can you trade for Achane? Can you trade Thielen and Najee for Achane and just sit on it? I mean, that could win you the league. It sucks to wait on it, but are you even using Najee right now?
No, not
okay.
sitting on my bench.
So go get Achane using Najee and Thielen and just sit on them, wait, win a championship. That's what I'd do.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Later, man.
Later.
And trust your gut, bro. If you think Thielen's going to go nuts this week, I mean, by all means. 970 caller, who's this and where are you calling from? caller, who's this and where are you calling from?
Yeah. All
right, Jacob.
Just traded Jetta and what did I trade for?
I don't know.
I got Jetta and Miles Sanders for Barkley and Puka.
You got Barkley and Puka for Miles Sanders and JJ.
Yeah.
Puka and who?
Puka Nacua.
And who though?
And Barkley.
Barkley. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that. I think I try and trade Barkley away though. It might not be.
Yeah, he's been out for about 4 weeks. So
might not
coming back already.
Might not be easy. You know what I would say is like I would be very tempted to go get JT, Aaron Jones, Barkley for Achane and a Waddle, Barkley for Achane and something. Go to the Achane owner and see what Barkley can get you. Then all of a sudden you're turning JJ into Achane, Puka, and like Waddle, or Achane, Puka, and Debo or whatever. I would be very intrigued by that because, like I told the other person that talked about Barkley and Achane's out 4 weeks, right? Barkley's out one of those. Barkley might come back the next week and be hampered and really kind of be out that game is screw you. Look at JT coming back his first game. Although I do like JT. So maybe in a best case scenario, Barkley plays 2 more games than Achane if Achane does come back. Remember, Achane's also out the bye week right after the 4 games, which is why I believe the Dolphins planned it that way. They said, let's put him on IR, give him the full 4 weeks. Then the bye week is that next week. So Achane rests up for 5 straight weeks. So Achane's
good. You think Jetta's going to sit out till his bye week because it's like 3 more weeks after he comes back?
I think there's a strong chance he doesn't even return. I don't know that.
Right, that's exactly, yeah.
But we're speculating on that. There's so many variables and moving parts. Do the Vikings win? Do they shock everybody and win 2 out of the next 4 games, and then they're like, okay, let's see if we can try and put something together?
Wouldn't that be the same situation for Barkley then? If the team's pretty bad, when they just sit him? You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I think that the team doesn't care about him because he's not under contract. So this would have to be a cognizant decision of him to say, I'm going to go ahead and sit out, and that's what I feel like Adams and Jacobs will do. Barkley could do that at the end of the year. That's another reason I do worry about him because I think Jacobs, Adams, and Barkley are all disgruntled. And Jacobs and Barkley specifically being overworked RBs that have a very short shelf life and are not necessarily, getting paid what they want. And I think Barkley and Jacobs need to look out for their future. And if their teams are dog water in the weeks, 12, 13, 14, 15, and they get dinged up at all, bro, they're going to pull a Deshaun Watson, what Deshaun Watson is doing right now, and just sitting out.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. All right, later, bro. Ron Navy, you're live.
What's up, Smitty?
What's up?
Oh, I just think he needs some more workout.
Oh, God. What'd you do?
What do you think?
I'm looking. I don't see it yet, but...
He needs some more workout?
All right. Here it is. Ron Navy, $20 hauler. Appreciate that. I do feel a little rested. Do I look like I'm getting a little more swole, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's working. All right, hold on. Let me do this workout here. $20 hauler.
Alert. Super chat alert. alert. Super chat alert.
I'm at the mercy of the chat. I literally have to work out as long as the chat decides. That's what the crazy part is. And I've never quit. Every single time I've gone the distance, no matter what. And honestly, I feel like I could have been in a dangerous territory had I continued to do curls, because that one day, I swear I did like 250 curls, and I had people going like, "You're gonna blow your arm out, bro."
Well, hopefully I didn't demonetize your video.
Yeah. Don't play anything if you did.
I already did.
Yeah,
but
don't.
I only played a little.
Yeah, but we're not. Yeah, don't do that. Appreciate the 20 though. I thought I heard something going on there, but yeah, don't play anything.
It was the Rocky thing.
Yeah, I can't play that, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was only a couple bars.
Yeah. What else you got?
I was watching the movie.
What else you got?
Well, other than bad news for my dog, it's,
Oh yeah.
that's what I meant when I put in it's a Friday 13th bad day.
Yep.
Everything around me is turning to crap, dude.
Prayers up for Ron Navy's dog, everybody. Prayers up if we could.
She had her heart's enlarged, her spleen's enlarged, her liver's enlarged, her intestines are pushed over to the left side, which they should go all the way around. Heart murmur, yeah, it's just not good.
Well, prayers up for Ron Navy's dog.
And
Everybody, drop it.
so, what do you think? Who do you think has the better game? Do you think Ridley or Kirk?
I mean, I think they're both gonna have really good days. I think it could be even in a perfect world, but I'd probably say, I'm gonna say Ridley, but Kirk's very capable of having the better game. Either one of them could have 2 TDs. Either one of them could have 120 yards and a touch.
If you had Ridley and Kirk on one team, if you had Ridley and Kirk and Metcalf, who are you going to start? You could start 2 of them.
I'd probably be trying to trade, but I would probably say, like, I would probably go this week anyway. Man.
Yeah, this week.
Seattle's playing at away, right? They're away. They're playing the Bengals.
Cincinnati.
It's in Cincy.
Yeah. Jacksonville's playing Indy.
I probably bank on the 2 Jacksonville guys this week, but man, that is a tough call. That is a tough call because I'd be afraid to pick the wrong one in Jacksonville. The problem with that is you're hedging.
I agreed with you. That's who I got starting right now. And then out of Walker, Montgomery, and Pollard. Who do you start for the 2?
Walker, Montgomery, and Pollard. I'm gonna go Monty and probably Walker. I don't think it's tough.
Right.
You got to if that's the same team, you got to trade DK in the running back and go upgrade or something. Do something crazy.
It is the same team.
Yeah, I would make some trades. Make some trades.
But running backs are falling off. I don't want to trade Pollard because you just never know with the running backs.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
I guess you go wait through the bye. I guess you go wait through the bye weeks too. And just, because you're not going to end up being in a dilemma some of these weeks coming up here. You're going to need them. So wait through the bye week and then make a trade maybe.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Ron Navy, thanks for making me work out again. Appreciate you. Prayer emojis up for Ron Navy's dog and for Miss Navy. And hopefully your Steelers don't piss you off too much on the bye week. They'll figure out a way, though.
Yeah, they can on the bye.
Maybe they will.
I'm going to be good to go this week. Don't have to stress over the Steelers.
All right, later, Ron.
All right. Later, chat.
Terrell, you're live. 30 seconds, go.
Hey, what's up, Smitty? How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
I was wondering, what's up, man? I needed some help at flex. I have Drake London It's PPR. I have Drake London and I have Brees Hall.
Okay.
And I'm projected to lose by 10 points.
Well,
So
I start
wondering
Hall.
if I should go for the game.
I start Hall. I'm not sitting Hall. I know the matchup's not amazing, but he's getting the volume right now. So pretty easy peasy call for me. I'm not sitting him. But you know, anything
Right.
could happen. Trust your gut. London's good enough. I think people are a little hard on London. The problem is he's going to be inconsistent, and that's just going to be the way it is until we see something significant happen in the run game. I think once Bijan's fed full carry volume, then all of a sudden the pass opens up a little bit more too. That's what makes me so frustrated with the way they're using Bijan. I do think it will change. I do think Bijan, all he has to do is start getting in the end zone, and then all of a sudden, you know, even this coaching staff's like, okay, it's time to fully unlock Bijan. They may even say something like that at some point, similar to the way that Salah, the Jets are like, we're no longer going to restrict Brees Hall. I think we need to hear that, but tough to say.
All right. Well, I appreciate the advice.
All right, man. Trust your gut, though. It's close. Later. All right. Super chats here. Man. Appreciate everybody that's dropped one. Cole with a $10 hauler. Cole, appreciate you. Cole says, first of all, Cole gets a moonshot. Cole says, 12-team PPR, 5-0, Allen, Stroud, Etienne, Kamara, Stevenson, Gus, Tank, and Kelsey. Any moves to make? I love Josh Allen, Etienne, Kamara, fantastic. Diggs and Godwin will play. Godwin's okay. You know, he's not a horrible player in your lineup or anything. I would love to see you somehow, some way trade like Stevenson to the hurt and just suffering owner in your league that has no RB whatsoever, and you could say, hey bro, here's Stevenson or here's Jeff Wilson with Hollywood, who's been playing pretty well, and you somehow, some way get yourself into either you could even trade it for Achane and sit and wait anyway. You're not using Stevenson anyway, but if you can't do that, then I would trade Stevenson and Hollywood for JT, for Aaron Jones, who's injured, for Devontae Smith, for Ridley, for St. Brown, for Olave, for CeeDee Lamb. I'd trade Stevenson for Waddle. I would make all those moves, my guy. Do not let go of Tank Bigsby. Keep that cuffed. You might even, if you do a 2-for-1, you open up a spot for Kendre Miller, and then you just keep your running back situation buttoned up. You know what I'm saying? And then this one from Brandon Oliver, $2 hauler. The time to sell Gibbs, this whole situation. No, you can't. What are you going to sell him for? You just got to hold him. He turned into a handcuff right now. And that sucks. He turned into a pumpkin. But he can still turn into Cinderella at any moment if someone returns his slipper. So my advice is to wait on him and tuck him away like he's, previous years Alexander Madison win a league. Larry Johnson back in the Priest Home days. Larry Johnson's gonna break. Like, you just gotta look at it differently. You can't stop. You can't reflect over the spilled milk of the 3rd round pick. And you gotta just say to yourself, no one's going to come get him. If you get a good offer like Achane and you give up Gibbs and something that you're not using, like Tank Dell or Nico Collins, come bring it to me and I'll say Achane all the way. Try that. Try getting Achane. Smitty, trade Pollard for Olave and Achane. There you go, Achane. Give me Achane and Olave by a mile. That's a fantastic one. Hang tight, Sebastian. I'm coming for you. 1 second. Mike Thomas, only 8 PPR points behind Olave right now, says Garrett Morris. You keep it up, pal. Keep throwing Mike Thomas into your lineup. At some point, he's not going to show up for the games. How did I do? Slam 2 trades. London and Rachaad White for Devontae Smith and Hollywood Brown. I like that one. Devontae Smith, Smitty approved. And the second one, Jalen Warren and for Achane and Kittle. Hollywood and Jalen Warren for Achane and Kittle. I would have done that for just Achane. Now you smashed both those trades. Good job, my guy. Good job. Very good job. Start Drake London or Scary Terry. Probably Drake London's higher risk, higher reward. Scary Terry, Steady Eddie. Or no, he's not even steady. That's like a dumb statement. He's safer, but like not on the level that sounds like. He's not a safe play, but he's probably more likely to get you. Like Lennon could get you 2 points or 18. I think McLaurin's like 8 or 9 or 10 points. So you just got to choose what works for your lineup and situation. Aaron Jones, and Addison for Walker. I'd rather have Aaron Jones, Andrews, and Addison over Walker by quite a bit. Aaron Jones is being completely undervalued. Sebastian, you got 30.
All right, Smitty. I'm looking for a ceiling play at quarterback. It's going to be Geno versus the Bengals, Baker versus the Lions, or Howell against the Falcons. Who gives me the highest ceiling possible? I'm not worried about safety this week.
Jeez, man. Chat, what do you guys think on this one, chat? Please submit a vote here. I'm probably gonna lean
RB2. Should I go?
Hold on. Let's do one. Let's do one at
JT
let's do
because I
one
have
at
stars in every other position.
Hold on. Let's do one at a time, Sebastian. Okay, Gino had what did he have last week? He does have that one like 2 TD game where he had like 328 yards, but for the most part, he's been very, very pedestrian. I'm going to say, man, and Howell has been pretty fun play. He's just kind of like high risk, high reward, but Howell has had, his last game was 388 and 2. He has that capability of running for a touchdown, running for 30, 40 yards. I'm probably going to lean Howell by a hair. And hold on one second. McFly guy, need a flex. I have KJ Osborne, Garrett Wilson, and DeMarcado. I'd probably say Garrett Wilson for high risk, high reward. If you need a big swing, KJ Osborne for safety. Thank you for using your membership question. All right, so I'll go Howell. What's your second question?
For RB2, I'm looking for a floor play since I have JT or Hubbard. Is that the move? Because I do have stars in every other position.
I don't know. Give me the two options.
JT or Hubbard. I'm looking for a floor play in that spot.
JT or Hubbard? It's crazy. My natural reaction is like JT, of course, bro. But like we did see what happened last week. But they said they're gonna ramp him up, so I'm gonna say JT by a mile. But could that change? Could I look stupid at the end of the week? Yeah, absolutely. Because Hubbard could just get 100 yards on a touchdown, and they feed him, and somehow, some way gets. But he could also do absolutely nothing, and they could just game script it. He could get game scripted out of this Carolina game where I think the Panthers are going to probably get routed by the Miami Dolphins. So like you need Hubbard to like excel in the receiving department, which I don't think he will in this current environment, especially against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. So I'm gonna say JT by a country mile.
So we're going JT and Howell for our home run swing this week.
I guess, bro. Anything can happen. Trust your gut.
Appreciate it.
All right, later. Trust your gut. This one's from Overcome. We got $10 gifted memberships from Ron Navy. Ron Navy, appreciate the $10 gifted memberships to the moon, Ron Navy. Thank you, kind sir. If you got a gifted membership from Ron Navy, drop him a thank you. Hall for Lamb, I'd probably rather have... This is close, Overcome. If you need a wide receiver, I could Smitty approve the Lamb side. If you need a running back, I could Smitty approve the Hall side. I think they're both very, very close, very, very even. I don't think one is any better than the other. There's pros and cons to Hall's situation right now. 254 caller, who's this? Where are you calling from?
Yeah.
Cody from Washington. What could I do for you, Cody?
I was just having a difficult time with this trade right here. It's like giving away Swift and Puka for Bijan.
Swift and Puka for Bijan.
Yeah. I already have Pollard, Kenneth Walker, Chris Olave, and Ridley to complement that.
Yeah, I'd probably
accept it?
I'd take the Bijan side. There's risk involved because like Swift is still very, very talented, very good, but there's also you know, like, does he break down or something? There's still the injury risk. He hasn't shaken the injury risk, like, label away.
Yeah,
He's just been... And
That's true.
Puka looks really good, but guess what? Puka's getting worked into the ground. And I know this won't be a popular thing to say. I've turned and since loved Puka, you know, and I answer Puka a lot when people give me a Puka question. I always say Puka, but Puka is like getting fed in a way that like worries that he's gonna somehow, some way be on IR at some point. Like they're just beating this man. They're beating this man into the ground. But yeah, Cup coming is gonna relieve some stress from that and relieve some of the risk. But I'd say give me Bijan. Especially given you said you had depth, and it sounds like you're going to be fine. You know, it sounds like who are you replacing Puka with in your lineup?
I have Chris Olave and Ridley.
Yeah, but who's the receiver that's replacing Puka? One of those guys?
Well, yeah, I'm going to be starting those guys, yeah.
Okay, then if one of those guys is the replacement, then this is a home run, yeah. And you're just banking on. You're hoping that. Najee. You're hoping that Bijan gets.
Well, I also have Brandon Ayuk on the bench too, so that helps.
Yeah, you get. This is one of those leagues. 8-man league or 10?
It's a 12.
See, you got so much depth, bro. You need to play with that depth like that and get that upgrade. I'd almost say go after Eckler instead of Bijan though, because he's bye week free, or go after Eckler as well. Figure out another way. Get Bijan and Eckler in there.
All right.
All right. I like that. I'd punch that trade though. Yeah, do it. All right, later.
All right.
This is from thank you, Overcome, again. Appreciate you. This one here is from a $10 hauler from Jackson. Jackson, appreciate your $10 wad, which gets a moonshot. Anybody that drops one gets one. And Jackson's question was this one right here. He said, if I can get it to pull up again, 12-team non-PPR 3-2, JJ, Pacheco, Madison, Cup, Chase, Ridley. Very good wide receivers. Holy smokes, bro. JT Pacheco, fantastic. Want to dominate playoffs, would you trade Ridley for JJ? I don't think so, man. I think if I'm getting JJ, I'm using like something else, you know, whether it's Pacheco, and then you can, if you have another running back, like if you want to get crazy that way, but I'm not trading one of those wide receivers. Plus, you're 3-2. You're not invincible, bro. You get hit with bye weeks coming up here. You might think it seems all great and glorious right now, but once these bye weeks come, you take 2 L's, all of a sudden you're in panic mode, and you're trading JJ anyway before the 4 weeks are up. So no, not doing that. $5 hauler. Thank you, Living Legend. Appreciate your super chat, my guy. You are absolute glory. Absolute glory, my friend. Did I answer this one from Cole? Cole, did I not answer this? Allen, Stroud, ETN, Kamara, Stevenson, Hollywood, any moves, Kelsey? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. I think I said Hollywood and Stevenson for like a player, yeah. Which I think is doable. I think you can pull off an Achane and something there. Achane's my target for you, Cole. Go get Achane, Cole. Do it live. Do it live. 500 people still in here. How many thumbs up we have? 233. Respectable. But if we could get it to 3 bills, that would be good. All right, guys. Hey, I'm out of here for now. I'm going to come back. We're drafting tonight. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. I've pinned the link in the live chat. We just got a gifted membership. Ron Navy dropped the 10, and now Terry Roberts drops a 5. Terry to the moon.
To the moon.
Ron Navy to the moon.
To the moon.
Appreciate you guys dropping those gifted memberships, and I will be back to draft. The Underdog Fantasy link is in the live chat. It's pinned. It's in the description of every video. If you are watching the replay of this video and use promo code Smitty, it effectively does the same thing. They'll double your first deposit up to $500 if you use code Smitty or the link that's pinned in the live chat or the link in the description, and we'll be drafting tonight on Underdog, doing a Week 6 fantasy football contest for just week 6. So get ready to do it. I'll see you all tonight. Appreciate every single one of you. Go get, I don't know, burrowed. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.
A lion lives among us, posing as half man, half lawman, his golden mane is reportedly 6 feet long and is bathed in milk.
That's right.
His marvelous mane grows longer with each breath he takes. Legend has it that if you say T-Law in the dark in the bathroom 3 times, you lose your league instantly. Conspiracy fanatics have linked his triangle bone structure to the ancient pyramids and alien theory.
Kenneth Skywalker. Kenneth lightsaber swinging Skywalker.
It's time for some revenge, Revenge tour, revenge bench tour. Revenge tour, revenge bench tour.
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday, live whenever news breaks. Thank you to my $20 hauler monsters. Ron Navy dropped a $20 hauler at the onset. Josh Daniel, appreciate your 20 wad. We had another one here from Robert Mitchell. Another one from Rick Moore. Lego Batman coming in with the 20 watt. Lego Batman coming in with the double. Lego Batman to the moon. Ron Navy with another $20 hauler and gifted memberships. Appreciate you all. See you tonight. Thank you to my mod squad. Travis Rowe, Terry Roberts, Sick Nasty, Vampy, Blackbeard, and the gang. Appreciate my mod squad. Appreciate everybody. Please punch that thumb up button on the way out the door. 244 thumbs up and 357 of you still in here. You absolute monsters. I will see you tonight. Underdog Fantasy. Hit that link. Sign up now or you won't get into the draft in time, pal. See you tonight.